Hello class, this is Mr. Lehman. Today I want to talk to you about Toxins Lesson 8, Counting by Weighing. The problem is atoms are so small that you cannot see them, let alone count them. Luckily, there are other ways of figuring out the number of atoms in a sample besides counting them one by one. So I'm going to teach you how we can use other objects to illustrate this point. So in class we took a look and we had a cup. And the cup was full of lentils, little tiny beans, and so our cup was filled up a pretty good way with lentils. I'm just shading it in to represent the level of the beans. And so your job was to figure out how many lentils were in the cup, and there were over 1,400. You didn't know that. You took a guess at it, but it would take you forever to count them one by one. So what we can do is say, alright, well, there's a lot of lentils in here. We can take a small sample of them, let's say 10. And if we take 10 lentils and we put them on a balance and record how much they weigh, let's say that these 10 lentils together collectively weigh a half a gram, which is very close to their true mass. We can then weigh the whole cup, subtract the weight of the cup so that we're just focusing on the weight of the lentils, the mass of the lentils. And if all the lentils together weigh 200 grams, we can then set up a proportion to solve for how many lentils are in that 200 gram sample. Because what we're doing here, 10 lentils weigh 0.5 grams. And so 10 divided by 0.5, that's telling us that each lentil weighs 0.05 grams. We cross multiply and solve for x, and we get that 10 times 200, which is 2,000, is equal to 0.5x. So 2,000 divided by 0.5 is 4,000. So if you have 200 grams of lentils, you have 4,000 lentils. That's our answer. Another example, I gave you a bag of rice. If you have a bag of rice, and we don't know how many grains of rice are in a bag, but we know that the whole bag of rice weighs 5 grams, and then we take some loose grains of rice, and we say, alright, well 10 grains of rice weigh 0.19 grams. By taking a small number of grains of rice, average size pieces of rice, we can set up a proportion, cross multiply and solve, and we get 5 times 10, which is 50, is equal to 0.19 times our unknown. Divide both sides by 0.19. The grams cancels out, so 50 divided by 0.19 is equal to 263. And so if you have a 5 gram bag of rice, and each grain of rice weighs 0.019 grams, there's going to be about 263 grains of rice in a bag. So in later lessons, in lessons 9 and 10 and 11, we'll get into actually applying this math logic to atoms, and so we can figure out how many atoms are in a sample since we can't count them one by one. So I hope this helped. Have a great day.